Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. I just wanted to do a follow-up video to the YouTube scandal. Time is running out to sue YouTube, to stop them for what they're implementing. We cannot allow companies to make our laws. They're already doing it by bribing our government officials and having the government alter the laws. But let me put it to you this way. Our rights to privacy end once we make them public. Do you understand that? When we put out our trash on the curb, or when the trash is at the dump, guess what? People can rummage through it. And so if you don't want something seen, don't put it in your trash out on the curb to be picked up. It's that simple. That's why they invented the shredder machine, to try to cover things up. But you're not supposed to commit crime. These inventions were not made so that you guys can commit crime easier. But yeah, and so with YouTube, guess what? It's your curb. When you put a video on YouTube, it's like having your trash on the curb to be picked up by the dumpster, the trash people, sanitation, the mafia. But and so YouTube, they're going around claiming, you can't touch us, this is all copyrighted material, you gotta just watch, you can't get your own copy, you can't download, you can't, blah blah blah, you can't use clips in your videos, it doesn't matter if it's for commentary or for news or blah blah blah. No, it's just like you claiming nobody can take your private material that you put into the public domain. Sorry, you put it in the public domain. And so music videos, I'm sorry guys, you wanted to make money for your music and YouTube had set it up for you, but YouTube is a public domain site. Yes, they've got a paid premium service, but just like in the days of VCRs, if it's paid for, if it's directly on TV, we have a right to obtain a copy. And YouTube is going down denying it and wanting to change the laws in violation of the laws. And the only way to stop them is to sue them. That's the way our system is set up. And so I can't do it. I'm already involved in a lawsuit against the biggest crime organization the world has ever known here in Utah. But the only way they get stopped is when people sue. And they need to be put in their place and be told in an official court document, no, your site is public domain and anyone can have access to any of the material put on the website. It's that simple. And so YouTube can complain all they want and make orders and make demands. They cannot go to other people's sites for YouTube downloading and put in viruses for those who use it, or demand that the company stop their services. Can't do that. That's against the law. But they're doing it. And so, yeah, this is a war that we're engaged in right now. It's not just with Russia, but it's with those who want a Russian-controlled America, a Russian-type controlled America, where censorship, denial of information, because that's part of the tactics of warfare, is messing up communications, not just with misinformation and disinformation, but then it escalates into full-blown censorship, banning, and keeping people from knowing what's going on. And we've got to stop it. I mean, if America isn't going to stand up and say hell no, then we're just going to be enslaved. And they will be telling us what we can watch, when we can watch it. And I know you guys don't want that. I saw it at Blockbuster Video. I worked at Blockbuster Video back when they existed. They went out of business because they tried to pull this similar stunt. Because they wanted people to watch what they wanted them to watch. That's why they had the family favorites, or the other older movies. And so they purposely did not supply enough of the new releases to get people to then go to the other videos in the store that are not being rented out anymore, to try to get more money for them. And people didn't care. They didn't want that. They wanted the new releases, and if our store didn't have it, they went elsewhere. We caught on, as in our store, we made sure to get in extra copies of rentals, even to the point where we were taking the sale copies and converting them into rental copies. And the word got around, and people realized, hey, we're going here first because they have more copies of the new releases, so there's a higher likelihood that we'll get it at that store. And we were sucking away customers not only from the other stores in the area, but from other Blockbusters in the surrounding area. And so Blockbuster was pissed at us because they wanted to shut us down. But and so I know you people want what you want, and so don't be surprised when it all happens and you're not able to watch what you're wanting to watch because of the new system that'll take place on the 10th of December, because none of you stood up to take YouTube to court, and Google for that matter. It's the analytical programs that they're using also that's involved in the censorship. And so my videos are not getting the views because I'm brand new on this page. I've got my other one, but they did it on that one too. And they use the wording that I put in the title and the tags to censor my viewing by others. And so you aren't able to see my videos unless you guys were, because you're watching, but the majority of people aren't. As you see that I'm barely able to get over 10 on most of my videos, and that's all part of the analytical program. It censors people. Analytics is a horrible system. It is not based on statistics. It uses statistics, but then alters them according to what they want people to watch. And so they recommend on YouTube stuff that I don't click on. I have to type what I want and then hope that YouTube catches on, but they don't. And it's pathetic. It's going to get worse, people. And especially with Trump getting impeached. They're going to take advantage of this window of opportunity to sneak in all sorts of criminal activity and all sorts of violations of our rights during this time period. So please, somebody out there, if you're a lawyer, if you are able to afford a lawyer, sue. Stop this so that it doesn't affect everybody, because once it happens, after on December 10th, it's too late. So, because then you gotta undo what's been done. Whereas now we can say, no, it needs to stop. And then the courts can put in a gag and prevent them from implementing it on the 10th. So if you want freedom, we need to do this. It's that simple.